Is you down the ride, never tired? You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
What? 190.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds Penny. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Mark 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
First carry for Darius Geis, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, Newton got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gun.
Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
390.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
A gain of 15. And the Redskin 1st down.
Mike. Ready. Ready.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Switch.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line. That's the
no score after 1 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. 20.
Check it back.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Newton to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Let's go, Mike. 50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trumaine Johnson. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
This is Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
It's our time.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, we got 3.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now it's Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And it's taken in at the 9.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the give. Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
54. 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Right 54. 20. Let's get it.
Newton now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
On 2nd down, it's Carson. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Bang, 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 bang.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gun.
Let's go.
To throw again. Newton. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day.
Great.
All day.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Bring it. Who's it? He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 59 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down, Redskins.
What's that? 180?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check.
On first down, this is Geis. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Kill.
Red green.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Fast. Red green.
Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
8.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Tighten up.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Come get some. Come on.
20.
Here, Mike 50. Mike
Fast.
coming to you. Coming to you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
He may try and run for this. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Geis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Gun.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This will be caught by Brown. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 180.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Gun.
Here we go. Check. Watch 54.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
3rd and 2, Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run again with Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And Walker has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 8.
Now Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
20. Gun.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Gun.
Now a run with Geist. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Under 10.
Here's Wilson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And able to find Dorsett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Wilson, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.